Betcha!
The pass to Miller outside three. Good. Big block by Olsen.
Fryer in the paint. Now to Holzer. Left corner three. Bang! Bang! Oh!
Ulster Telephone Company and R&J Broadcasting Incorporated is proud to present to you this broadcast on yourliveevent.com.
And good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Leif Bakken, and welcome to yourliveevent.com. Powered by Halstead Telephone Company and R&J Broadcasting Incorporated. We're in Hillsboro, North Dakota, as the Hillsboro Central Valley Boroughs host the Grafton Spoilers tonight in Region 2 girls basketball, once again in North Dakota. We've got the Boroughs, who are 1-2 on the season after they beat Drayton Valley Edinburgh the other night on a 30-15 win. The Grafton Spoilers are coming into this one after their first loss. They are 2-1. They lost to Four Winds Minnewacan the other night on a score of 66-59. I talked to Coach Lori Sieben about that a little bit, and we will get right to her momentarily here on our pregame show for this game. A pregame show brought to you by Irie Insurance. For all your insurance needs, visit Irie Insurance online at irieins.com. That's IHRYINS.com. We'll be coming back in just a bit with pregame show brought to you by Irie Insurance with coaches' pregame comments from Coach Lori Sieben of the Grafton Spoilers, along with Coach Haley Lout of the Hillsboro Central Valley Boroughs. YourLiveEvent.com bringing you Boroughs Spoilers basketball.
Winter is a planning season for farmers, a time when your mind is on your fields. But the shorter days doesn't mean there's less work to be done. At Sis van der Haaf, we know that lower temps won't cool your passion for production. We're continually striving to develop sugar beet varieties that thrive despite the pressures from disease and the challenges of nature. Because sharing the pride of success starts with sharing the passion to achieve it. Sis van der Haaf, a passion that grows.
Ulster Telephone knows we all like choices. You can choose to have communication and data services up to 1 gigabit over a reliable state-of-the-art fiber optic network. And you can choose to have the same great services available town or country with local service and support. You can choose to have an individual service or bundle. You can choose to avoid tricky promotional pricing. You can choose unlimited data. The choice seems clear. Choose Ulster Telephone, broadband voice TV. 1-800-457-2125.
Hi, this is Tatum Limke with a message from the Hillsboro and Central Valley School Districts. Drug and alcohol abuse impact many communities. Remember that strong family values, including open communication between parents and kids, helps keep all kids healthy and drug-free. Both school districts remind parents to support the various programs and activities that your kids are involved in and be a positive influence. I encourage all students to say no to drugs and alcohol and be involved in their school and community. This message from the Hillsboro and Central Valley School Districts.
Don't be fooled by that beat-up old cap. Its faded crown represents the tireless work of America's farmers and ranchers. Its sturdy brim, their dedication to providing our nation with a safe, affordable food source. From sunup to sundown, they're turning quarters into the dollars that drive our rural economy. So we'd like to tip our hat to them. Farmers Union Insurance, protecting those that protect America's food source.
All right, well, let's get to it on our Irie Insurance pregame show. Talking with the coaches here on YourLiveEvent.com. I'm Leif Bakken, and glad to have you along for the ride. We'll also be joined by Keith Meyer, who will be running the camera and visiting with us a little bit tonight, throughout the night. But let's get right to the pregame coaches' comments with head coach of the Grafton Spoilers. That's Lori Sieben, and they are the defending champions in North Dakota. We visit about that a little bit, and let's have a listen here. On YourLiveEvent.com, I'm Leif Bakken, talking with head coach of the Grafton Spoilers, Lori Sieben. And Coach, let's take a little quick trip to the past. Congratulations on a state championship last year, but you come into this year. Does that put a target on your back, or is it an intimidation factor, or a little bit of both?
We don't really look at it that way. I mean, I think the girls, they're excited to, start a brand new year. A lot of excitement coming off of last year because the girls that you'll see hit the floor tonight were a big part of that last year and that journey, and they have been through the past years, these juniors and seniors that you'll see on the floor. So they're excited to just continue to, build onto that culture. They're part of that culture that happened last year, but I guess we don't look at it as a target or intimidation. We really focus on the day-to-day growth, and we're just excited about the energy and effort that this group of girls are bringing each and every day, and we're excited just to see what this group can do. So we don't look at it as a target. We just, we feed into the energy of just trying to get better each and every day.
That's great to hear. And, moving into this season, talking about the Class B girls poll that came out, you guys ranked third. Last week you were ranked fourth. You started off 2-0, and now you guys are 2-1. So talk about that last game against 4 wins Minnewacan. I mean, must have been a tough one, a loss 66-59.
Yeah, it was a loss, and we're 2-1. And, I think going, I'm really excited about where we're at right now. Obviously, it's no fun to go on the road and get a loss, but 4 Winds has got a great team. They return, a lot of I think a good majority of their experience back. Their scoring and their rebounding and just that cohesiveness that they were able to establish from last year. And it's early, right? And we're pretty excited about the schedule that we have ahead of us, which is only going to help us as we go along. So, to go on the road, 4 Winds is a tough team, like I said, but it's also, you got to be a plus 10, if not a plus 15 better on the road. They've got, all the makeups of a great team. They've got a nice big girl inside with Rainbow and their Myona and Youngton and their guards on the outside that can shoot it. And we just didn't do enough throughout that game to maybe tap into their depth. We started out with a great first quarter. Well, you got to put 4 quarters together against a great team, and we're learning that. So there's gonna be some learning curves. We lost, to graduation last year. We lost a lot of scoring and a lot of the rebounding. We feel like we have a foundation back with the girls that we return. We graduated 4 starters from last year, and Walker Demers starts back as 3 starters. Walker Demers comes back as a starter, and Reagan Hansen as well. And we feel like Cassie Erickson was a starter, she was that super sub off the bench. So we feel we really have that nucleus of foundation, and we have girls that have put a lot of impact into the program that are now ready to step into, bigger roles. And that's just that cohesiveness is gonna take a little bit of time, and we're just really excited that we have a schedule that's going to challenge us and help us get to where we want to be in February. So we're having a lot of fun, and what didn't feel real good, coming out of the gym, dropping one against 4 Winds, but our season's about growth, and we're gonna step on the floor tonight and try to be a little bit better than we were the other game.
Let's talk about tonight's game. Coming here to Hillsboro Central Valley, take on the Burros. What's kind of your game plan? Give me some of the keys you're looking at, Coach, as we step onto the floor.
Well, tonight we just definitely want to step on the floor and do the things that we do well and what we want to continue to layer throughout a season, and just good reps, and it's a 2-point region conference game, so we want to try be as consistent as we can on both sides of the ball. Take better care of the ball. That was kind of a big thing where I think, if you would have told me we put up 59 points, close to 60 points, and still we're in the game with 4 wins, that would have surprised me a little bit. So, tonight we want to get on the floor and just develop some rhythm on the offensive side of things, whether it be in transition, make good decisions when we need to make the extra pass in the half court or wherever it may be, and then just transition defensively into the things that we want to do. So we really want to make sure that the reps we get tonight are the way we want to do things, and we got to step on the floor. Hillsboro Central Valley always comes in and competes hard, so and that's one of our day-by-day goals, is to be as consistent as we possibly can be. And I think with that mindset throughout the season, it's going to be a lot of fun to see this team come together.
We talked a little bit about returning seniors and some juniors. 8 returners, from what I can tell, are at least 8 experienced players, we'll call them, 5 of them being seniors. The other key I see here, Coach, is you've got some height, and that helps out a lot in the game of basketball.
No, we're blessed, and we play very positionless. We spread the floor, and we attack rim. We play, transition ball. We play inside out, whether it's in transition, half court. So, I mentioned Walker Reagan and Cassie Erickson, and our other seniors in Claire Barnaby and Jade Moe just add to an extension of, they've got a lot of experience, and Grace Narlock, and then we go with our juniors, Kira Cole, and Jade Moe. You got inches there, 6 foot and 6'3", coming off the bench, and I think we struggled in 4 wins with ball control, but prior to that, I've been really pleased with our decision making in the first couple of games, and Reagan Hansen, and then Azy McLean, who's a junior as well. They're kind of. It's a collaborative effort along with Claire Barnaby, ball control, and we look forward to getting back to that a little bit, and against HCV, and they weren't real satisfied with how we held our composure at times on Tuesday, and like I said, it's all learning curves, right? And but I just feel like we're very fortunate to step back into practice each and every day, and with these juniors and seniors, they really fill our roster, and when you can play juniors and seniors, that means you got some, basketball experience. With the success that we've had the last couple of years, we've had girls that have impacted our program, but now they're getting the opportunity to step into new roles and leadership roles. So we really feel like the skill set and the opportunity to grow as a team is there. So we just have to continue to just build the cohesiveness and have a lot of fun doing it here throughout the season.
Coach Lori Sieben of the Grafton Spoilers coming in to play the Hillsboro Central Valley Burros. Best of luck tonight, Coach.
All right, thanks for covering us, Leaf.
Goose River Heating and Cooling Hillsboro, serving the Hillsboro and surrounding communities, ready to provide you with service work to existing and new customers. Whether Corey and the crew installed your heating and cooling system or not, they're ready to assist you with your service concerns. And if it's time to update your heating and cooling systems, whether it's your home, farm shop, a cabin, or office building, give Corey and the crew at Goose River Heating and Cooling a call. 701-430-1990. That's Goose River Heating and Cooling, Hillsboro, serving the Hillsboro area and surrounding communities.
Get the dairy products, non-dairy products, frozen seafood, meat items, and more delivered to your door from Teak, the Udder Guy at Hillsboro Dairy. Call 701-436-5877. He will bring it right to your door. Hillsboro, Grandin, Purley, Hendrum, Borup, Ada, Climax, Shelley, Lockhart. East of Ada to the Twin Valley addresses and around the area. Hillsboro Dairy delivering right to your door. 701-436-5877. The story is told that the lumberyard in Hillsboro has been continuously operating on this same location since 1881. That means that although it has changed its name, appearance, and ownership a few times, we've been in business for 140 years. Proudly part of the Hillsboro community as one of the original businesses founded on serving our neighbors. And wouldn't you know, that business model still works after all this time. With a focus on customer service, Hillsboro Lumber welcomes you.
Today's sponsorship is provided in part by Anderson Cutting Horses, Roger and Connie Anderson. They wish all Burros the best in academics, athletics, and extracurricular activities this school year. Roger and Connie Anderson of Anderson Cutting Horses are proud to have the students of Hillsboro and Central Valley represent our communities. Good luck, Burros, in all that you do. From Roger and Connie Anderson, Anderson Cutting Horses.
On YourLiveEvent.com, I'm Leaf Bach, and we're talking to the head coach of the Hillsboro Central Valley Burros, Coach Haley Lout. And Coach, congratulations once again on the win the other day, and 1-2 now, and a tough Grafton team comes to town.
Yeah, we're excited to get out there. We've been working hard from last Tuesday's game, so we're excited to get out there and show what we've got tonight.
Is it a little intimidating to see them come in, defending state champs? They're ranked 3 in this week's poll. They did lose to Minnewaca in 4 wins, but is that a little intimidating, or you guys just take it day by day and team by team?
Yeah, we're just taking it kind of day by day, team by team. We kind of talked about it in practice. The girls really liked the quote yesterday. We kind of joked around with it. It's not about the size of the dog in the fight. It's about the size of the fight in the dog. So they like that quote. And we just talked about, hey, we've got nothing to lose going into the game. They've got more to lose than we do. So we're the underdogs, coming into this game. But it's going to be more exciting if we come off and pull out something from here than it is if them coming to win this. So we've just got to play our hearts out, and that's what we're going to do.
You know, when I look at the roster, a little bit of a difference between playing DVE the other night. They've got a little height on their side. So is that kind of the game plan, is defend against the height and, again, like the other night, rebound?
Yeah, so we're pretty lucky having an assistant coach that's 6'2". So we put her out there on the practice floor last night, and we had her arms up, and we've got another girl who's close to 6 foot, so we had their arms up, and we worked on passing through and kind of defending them too. So yeah, it's going to be a lot about defending those high posts and making sure we talk on that help side, because that's going to be big tonight.
What are some of the other keys? I know we talked a little bit about Erin's having a great game the other night. She had the most points, and again, you've got a couple of young players who are really stepping up to the plate.
Yeah, tonight we're hoping they step up again, looking in. We need to, like we said, we've got to run, get those easy shots. They're big, so we're probably not going to get a whole lot down in that post area, but Matea has a good shot on the outside too, so she can definitely hit those outside shots too, and a lot of our younger girls do have really good outside shots, so we've just got to we don't need all threes, but they can get some mid-range shots up, so we've got to be able to get those down, because we've got to be able to get something other than that post tonight, because with those big girls, they're going to be probably defending that pretty big time, so yeah.
Coach Haley Lout of the Hillsboro Central Valley Burros. Good luck tonight, Coach.
Thank you.
There you go, a little pregame coaches' comments from both coaches here in our Irie Insurance pregame show. That continues on in just a little bit. Stick around. We've got lineups and a little conversation coming up.
You may know that Big Tex Trailers already offers you industry-leading features like mega ramps, HD suspension, and the all-new hydraulic dovetail. Every time you hook on, know that your Big Tex is up for the job. See Bloomfield Enterprises in Hillsboro to find out what owning a Big Tex can do for you. Shop the full line of Big Tex products, from ATV trailers to goosenecks to dump trailers and more. Visit your Big Tex dealer, Bloomfield Enterprises, Hillsboro. Contact him at 701-430-0877. The City of Hillsboro and the Hillsboro EDC invite you to do your holiday shopping in Hillsboro. Don't forget to use your Hillsboro Christmas Cash. Make sure you visit the participating HBA members for your Hillsboro Christmas Cash this year. The City of Hillsboro says thank you to the community members for choosing Hillsboro as your home. If you do not live in Hillsboro, you're always welcome to come shop and visit with your neighbors and friends. Happy holidays from the City of Hillsboro.
The American farmer has been adapting to challenges in the field for generations. Columbia Grain and Agronomy is here to help on every acre with the highest quality products and expert local service. Contact the Agronomy Centers in Climax at 218-857-2165 or our villa at 701-343-6273. Columbia Grain and Agronomy, committed to cultivating growth through a diverse mix of products and expert knowledge. Contact them today and make the most of every acre. Call Climax at 218-857-2165 or our villa at 701-343-6273.
American Crystal Sugar Company, with their 4,000 plus employees and shareholders, are deeply rooted in the communities of the Red River Valley. They're committed to the sustainability and growth of their business and to improving the lives in the places where we work and live by investing in people, our communities, and the future of American Crystal Sugar. Visit crystalsugar.com to learn more about scholarships, grants, volunteerism, donations, and more through the Community Roots American Crystal Giving Program. Growing strong community roots, American Crystal Sugar Company.
Welcome back to YourLiveEvent.com and the Irie Insurance pregame show. I'm Leif Bakken. As we wrap up our Irie Insurance pregame show, we heard from the coaches and a couple of keys I took away from the conversation. The Hillsboro Central Valley Burros, they're going to have to defend against some very tall players. We're talking 6'3", 6'2", 6'1", 6 foot. There's another 6'1" player. So some competition. It's going to be interesting on that side of things. And we'll see what the Burros can do. As for the Spoilers, they just want to play the game and have some fun, and we'll see if they can do that. Thanks to Irie Insurance for all your insurance needs. Visit Irie Insurance online, IHRYINS.com. Irie Insurance pregame show. We'll be coming back with your American Crystal Sugar starting lineups in just a bit on YourLiveEvent.com.
You're never too young to start saving for your future. Dakota Heritage Bank offers the Grow With Us program. It's a young savers club with various incentives, newsletters, a higher savings rate, bonuses, and more. Contact Dakota Heritage Bank to learn more about the Grow With Us program. Dakota Heritage Bank has 10 locations across North Dakota and northwestern Minnesota. Dakota Heritage Bank offers mobile banking, online banking, and bill pay. Visit us online, dhbanknd.com. Dakota Heritage Bank, Equal Housing Lender, member FDIC.
Keep your body and your wallet healthy during this cold and flu season with savings at your locally owned Health Mart Drugstore Hillsboro Drug and Give. Get rid of that annoying cough with Delsum 12-hour cough relief, just $9.99. Health Mart Adult Tussin Mucus and Chest Congestion, $4.49. If migraines knock you down, get the 24-count Excedrin Migraine Pain Reliever for $3.99. Remember, flu shots are available at Hillsboro Drug and Gift, and they accept Hillsboro Christmas cash too. Your locally owned Health Mart Pharmacy, Hillsboro Drug and Gift, Health Mart, caring for you and about you.
From all of us at Enbridge, thank you.
Thank you. Miigwech, and thank you for working on Line 3 replacement.
Thank you to everyone who supported this project.
Construction is complete on a new and safer pipeline that will deliver the North American energy that we all rely on every day. And it's done thanks to the support and hard work of thousands of people. I'm grateful for every single voice of support and every hour of labor put into this project. Thank you.
Full Service Foods in Hillsboro provides contract packaging and private label foods for your local and regional retail stores. Full Service Foods is a leader in the upper Midwest for less than truckload quantities for contract manufactured sauces and dressings. They are a privately held company with a reputation for quality and customer service. Full Service Foods is proud to be in Hillsboro and bringing employment opportunities to the area. Find out more at fullservicefoods.com. Full Service Foods of Hillsboro, proud to support this community event.
And welcome back to Hillsboro, North Dakota, everybody, at the Hillsboro Event Center. I'm Leif Bakken as we get to your American Crystal Sugar starting lineup, starting with the Spoilers from Grafton. Number 10 is Claire Bjornaby. She's a senior in guard, standing at 5'5". Number 11 is Reagan Hansen. She's a senior in guard at 5'7". 5'9" junior is number 13, Ainsley McLean. She's a guard. Number 22, Cassie Erickson, is 6'2" forward and a senior. And Walker Demers is 6'3" junior and a center, wearing the number 24. Head coach again, Lori Sieben, assisted by Wade Haugen and Jamie Stallard. As we talk about the Hillsboro Central Valley Burros, who are on your screen now. Out there, number 33, Matea Aaron. She's a junior and forward at 5'8". Number 25 is Haley Smeldon, a guard and forward and a freshman at 5'8". Kennedy Olson wearing the number 24, a guard forward at 5'5" and a freshman for this team. Number 11 is a senior, Stella Benson, a 5'6" forward. And number 3 is Tatum Limke. She's a senior, a guard, standing at 5'7". Head coach once again for the Hillsboro Central Valley Burros is Haley Lout, assisted by Olivia Anderson. And that is your American Crystal Sugar starting lineups. Learn more about American Crystal Sugar, including career opportunities, online at crystalsugar.com. Want to pull in our cameraman and basketball guy himself, Mr. Keith Meyer joining us and will be giving us a few comments tonight. Keith, your thoughts on as we are about to start this game?
Well, for the Burros, they've got to worry about positioning on the inside. That was a big fault in the JV game. They've got to work on getting inside position on those big gals of Grafton.
Well, as we kick things off, the Spoilers took the ball down. Then we had a jump ball. Now we'll have a steal here. Nice job by Hansen. She'll kick it back to the top. Now back underneath. Hansen looking for it. Ball taken away by the Burros and tied up. Good job by Benson gathering that one up. And a better job by Demers, who was getting in there and trying to do her thing in the paint. Hansen kicks it out to the wing. This shot missed. Rebound will come down to Benson defensively here in the first quarter. 7:34 to play in the first. Handoff to Olsen. Wasn't as clean as they wanted it to be. A bump there by Bjornaby. And so that'll be the first foul of the evening, and we'll inbound on this near sideline. Nice job getting into Olsen from Limke. She gets kind of double teamed in that elbow area. Kick back out. Benson now to this corner. Kind of a dangerous spot, in my opinion. Official almost got to 5 seconds. Olsen all over the floor. This one blocked by Demers. Put that on the stat sheet, but it will be, foul is what it turns into, actually.
Nice aggressiveness on the inside on the drive. She got stuffed once, grabbed the ball, and went right back up with it. And that's what you got to do. You just got to take your shots when you get them.
Bjornaby was the one who drew that foul, her second team foul too, and the Burros are able to strike first as Olsen nails the first free throw here to start the scoring. Second one rolls around the rim and will fall in. 100% from the line, Keith, so that's a good way to start. Here are the Spoilers bringing the ball down. McLean in charge. Sends it down. McLean gets it again, and there's the put-up. Nice pass from Erickson out on the wing. Trying to drive down, and as I was looking down, I look up, and Coach Sieben is asking the official a couple of questions, so they're explaining, and Burros will inbound here. As that discussion continues just off camera. Olsen finds Benson finally. Kick back to Olsen. She'll try to drive, picks it up, and then as she went to pass it to Smeldon, she picked up her feet, so a turnover, unfortunately, there as we're wrapped up at 2. 6:47 to play in the first. Hansen brings the ball down the floor, finds McLean, and now that's Erickson on that far side. Work the ball around. Now we're here with Hansen on this near side wing, and there's going to be a foul on Ahrens for the Burros, her first, and team foul 1, so we'll inbound underneath the basket. In charge of inbounding will be McLean. She does a high toss over to Demers. Off the glass and in. Nice put in by Hansen. Burros trying to break a little press that the Spoilers are putting on. With the Spoilers up by 2. Ball rolling away, and we'll gather that back up. Looks like some substitutions going on. Looks like the 8th grader, number 5, Addison Sari, standing at 5'2", steps on for the Burros. Benson will get it to Olsen here on the inbound. On the near wing, Benson, and then poked away from her by Demers. And will stay with the Burros. I've got a little insider information on Demers, Keith, we'll talk about later. A junior, already committed to go to college somewhere and play ball, so that's pretty cool. Sari finds Benson at the top of the key, trying to drive, picks up her dribble. This one knocked away, and now it'll be stolen. Now stolen back by Smeldon off the glass, round the rim, no good. Rebound falls down to Erickson. She'll bring it down herself. Kind of a tall guard, yes, she plays forward. This one underneath, turnaround shot. No good, but she'll get to travel to the line.
That's one thing you're going to see from the Spoilers inside girls. They do so well at getting position, getting the defensive girl on their backside, receive the pass, and then they spin around and do a little hook with the hip and end up with a layup.
First one put in by Demers. Make it 5-2. Here comes the second shot, also good. So both teams 100% from the line with a 6-2 lead for the Spoilers of Grafton, North Dakota. This is Region 2 girls basketball. Olsen tries to pass ahead to Smeldon, but Hansen had that one smelled out. Stays with the Burros. Benson looking for somebody as it's one's knocked away and back by Erickson. Erickson, again, she stands at 6'2". She's got a long wingspan, and you got to correct for that, Keith. You got to make sure you're going way up and way out on these inbound pass. Benson to try again. She'll go to the back as we see Ensign out there. She just stepped onto the floor. Now we have a steal. Demers driving in, fakes and goes up against Ahrens. First field goal for her tonight, 8-2 now. Spoilers lead. 5:20 to play as Benson picked up her dribble and got in trouble. Ahrens trying to pass up ahead, and then this official going to be quick about calling the jump ball as Hansen blocked that pass that Ahrens tried to put ahead. Well, Olsen will be in charge again, getting a little bit of pressure from the Spoilers. Now we'll go to Smeldon, followed by Ahrens on, that is Ahrens on this near side. She'll drive up to the elbow. Benson on the other side. Smeldon trying to do a turnaround shot. Can't when you're guarded by trees like that. Benson loses this one and will be picked up here by Demers. Drive in, pop one from the middle of the lane. No good, gets her own rebound, drives in, and gets fouled. So we'll see her shoot too.
That pull-up jumper of DeBur's was just so sweet. You know, the motion was, just like you draw it up in a textbook, nice soft follow-through. And then when she missed, she actually went and got her own rebound, and then that little step-through move. Boy, she's going to make somebody a very nice forward at the next level.
Yeah, absolutely. She hits the first one. We'll see the second one. We're also seeing Carsey Hattlestead step onto the floor for the Burros, the freshman who played a little bit the other night as well, started the other night actually, as ball is passed up ahead and it'll be stolen away again. This time passed over, off the rim, rolls around, rebound is loose and comes down. That is to a new player who is Kira Cole. Here's a shot, missed again. And this time Smeldon comes up with it, pass to Olsen, and we've got a foul. Kara Cole is a junior standing at 6'1", wearing the number 42. That foul goes on Hansen, her first, team foul 3. Both teams have 3 fouls. Smeldon was able to get through past the half court, but then it's stolen away. Here's a drive by the Spoilers, put up, partially blocked, we'll say, by Ensign, but then put back up. That one by Jade Moe, who stepped onto the floor while I wasn't looking. So she will get some points, and we go to a timeout here with the Spoilers leading the Burros 12-2 in the first, 4:07 to play on yourliveevent.com.
Hi, I'm Ernie Struby, president of the Goose River Bank. The Goose River Bank wants to bring banking to you. The days of coming into the bank to do business are changing. With digital banking, you can choose how and when you want to do business with us. We will still be here when you need us, but sometimes it's more useful to bank from the seat of your tractor, the kitchen counter, or even while you're on the go. Let the Goose River Bank become your community bank. We believe that a strong bank builds strong communities, and we would be proud to be your bank. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Welcome back, everybody. I'm Leif Bakken, and you're on yourliveevent.com. The Spoilers are leading the Burros of Hillsboro Central Valley 12-2. The Spoilers are from Grafton, North Dakota. This is Region 2 girls basketball. I'm joined tonight by cameraman and former basketball coach and just a knowledgeable basketball man, Keith Meyer, as Ensign is trying to drive on this sideline, steps out of bounds. So turnover there for the Burros.
Better be careful what you say, because there's too many people around here that know me too well, that know my knowledge is comes and goes.
Well, we'll maybe put some of that to the test later on as the Spoilers work the ball around to that far side. This is Hansen driving back to the top of the key. Erickson to Moe, and now down low to Cole. We're working the ball back, not running out of time. I had to look at it. Now we have 15 seconds on this shot clock. 3-point shot on the way and good for Jade Moe. That'll extend their lead 15-2 over the Burros. This pass stolen away by Demers. Her third steal, this one off the mark, and then it falls into the hands of Erickson for the offensive rebound and the putback. Erickson's first points of the night as the Burros are getting a little sloppy with the ball on their passes, and another steal comes up for Demers. Here's a 3-point shot missed, and defensive rebound comes down to Smeldon. Aarons now hands off to Benson. Good-looking shot. Aarons with the offensive rebound. No foul called. Rebound comes down to Demers. Ball up ahead and put in for Cole, who gets her first points and into the book tonight. Smeldon trying to get through a double team. That's Olsen. Goes off of her foot and rolls all the way to the corner. Now we'll have some substitutes come in here.
It's hard to break the press when you're being trapped by two trees, but what you got to do is you got to look for bounce passes then. Keep that ball low.
The art of bounce passing, I feel, has been lost over the last 15 years or so, Keith, as the drive in for the Spoilers. Nice job there for Bjerneby to get in the book tonight. With that one, Olsen trying to push ahead. That's Maddie Olsen who checked in. Stolen away and put back up. Here's a defensive rebound for Benson. She'll try to drive, slow things down. That's, okay, that is Ainsley McLean. Okay, wearing the number 13 that was driving in. Here's a handoff to Smeldon as this one is caught up by Erickson and then bounces off of Smeldon's knee and out of bounds. Timeout going to be taken by the Spoilers. We'll take a timeout as well. It's 21 for the Spoilers, 2 for the Burros on yourliveevent.com.
Whether you're in need of a short-term or long-term care stay, Halsted Living Center offers a variety of first-rate services with a tailored plan to exceed your expectations at any level of care. With Halsted Living Center, there is an attached medical clinic and independent senior housing facility. Physical, occupational, and speech therapy services are available for both inpatient and outpatient. Respite care is available too, as well as hospice services. Call 218-456-2105 for openings available now with Halsted Living Center, or find more information at halstedlivingcenter.com.
21 for the Grafton Spoilers, 2 for the Hillsboro Central Valley Burros on yourliveevent.com. I'm Leif Bach, and in the JV game, we saw a 62-15 win for the Spoilers. This is Region 2 North Dakota girls basketball here from Hillsboro, North Dakota. Spoilers will bring the ball down the floor after a timeout called by Coach Sieben of the Spoilers. They're going to work the ball all the way around the perimeter. Nice pick. And trying to drive through was Cole. She misses this one, and then we see Bjerneby come up with the rebound and go with the putback. She'll get fouled.
There's been at least 4 times now where Grafton passes to the left wing, and there's a cutter coming from the right side off of a double pick, and no one is stepping across to stop that pass coming in from the wing. What the Burros need to do is slide towards the ball so that you're in the way of that pass. Makes it a lot easier.
Both shots missed here by Bjerneby as the rebound is knocked out of bounds. Last touch by the Spoilers. And some press put on by the Spoilers. Smeldon passes back to Benson. She picks up her dribble, passes over the top. Another pass over the top from Hattlestead, and then this one stolen away by Erickson. She fakes a bounce pass and decides to bring the ball herself. She's been working hard, drives to the middle of the lane. Nice pop-up shot and falls through the strings for her as 4 Burros stand around trying to collapse, but she's just enough taller and was there just before they noticed. Smeldon going to skip pass ahead to Sari. Sari drives to the elbow, trying to find someone, does a spin move, turns around and finds her friend who is Aaron's as it's taken away by Bjernaby. Here's a corner wing shot. Nice offensive rebound there for McLean, and she gets the putback. 25-2, 40 seconds to play in the first. Trying to break things up. McLean comes up with the steal as trying to get the ball up ahead. Here's Benson for the rebound for Hillsboro Central Valley. Sari will be the one to bring it up. Shot clock out of play under 35 as we have 23 to play in the first quarter. Dovin Mueller, who stepped in while I wasn't looking. Nice drive there by Sari, but can't get it to fall in. Cole comes up with the rebound. Passing up ahead. McLean, little hook shot underneath. That'll be a good finish. 27-2, now with 4 to go. Benson up to Smeldon. Light pass, and that is how we will close the first quarter. Burrows gets stumped here in the first quarter after leading off of Olsen's free throws. 2-27 for the Spoilers of Grafton. This is YourLiveEvent.com.
The Hillsboro Central Valley Booster Club supports Hillsboro Central Valley students in their school activities and encourages all students to be involved in the activities at your school. The Hillsboro Central Valley Booster Club takes great pride in uniting the communities to support the boroughs. The Hillsboro Central Valley Booster Club encourages everyone to promote school spirit, sportsmanship, and to support the Hillsboro Central Valley students. Go Burrows!
What do basketball, choir, drama club, and marching band all have in common? They're all high school activities that offer learning opportunities not necessarily found in the classroom. They take up just a fraction of a typical North Dakota high school's budget, and they go a long way to giving young people the tools they need to thrive. High school activities, they're more than extracurricular. They're extra important, too. This message presented by the North Dakota High School Activities Association and the North Dakota Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
Starting the second quarter here on YourLiveEvent.com, I'm Leif Bakken as the Spoilers start with the ball, and that's a nice shot from the far corner for Demers. That's a three-pointer, so it's 30-2 now. See if the Burrows can get on the board here in the second quarter as Hattlestead gets a miss, and McLean will come up with the rebound. She'll drive to this near side wing, kick back to the top. Hansen will take control at the point. Picks up her dribble, fakes, and then we go to the corner now to Demers. Ball worked around to that far wing. Long three-pointer on the way. No good. Rebound falls down to Dovenmuller. Nice job by Olsen on the drive in, but couldn't quite convert the points. Rebound comes into a new player who is Grace Narlock. She's a 5'6" senior for that Spoiler team. This drive by Hansen, no good, but nice offensive rebound. Won't fall, though, for Demers. Defensive rebound falls to Olsen. That's Kennedy Olsen, the freshman, starting for this Hillsboro team. Burrows work the ball around. Long wing shot for Benson. Rebound is offensive. Smeldon gets nailed, but no whistle. Ball, nice little dump pass there from Demers. Erickson right in the right spot as the defense was, caught behind. Nice little handoff here. Olsen, now Smeldon from the elbow. Rebound falls to Demers. Hansen trying to drive. Benson gets in the way after picking up after Dovenmuller. Let her go by. This one missed, tipped away, and the rebound falls to Narlock. .25 seconds on the shot clock. Just under 6 minutes to play in the first half. Here's a drive, just getting around Hattlestead. So Erickson. Good little drive and a 34-2 lead now for the Spoilers of Grafton. A few bounce passes at the top of the key. Now trying to go to Dovin. Mueller tries to drive backwards into Narlock, and we dive for the ball. Jump ball will be called. She lost the ball trying to back her defender down, and now we'll see Ensign and Aaron step back onto the floor. I haven't talked too much about Megan Ensign, who's a 5'6" freshman listed as a guard and forward for this Hillsboro Central Valley team. Olsen will be the one to inbound for the Burros. Trying to go over the top, finds Ensign. She'll go up, maybe partially nicked on her hand there from behind by McLean. It goes out of bounds as the shot was short, and we'll turn around and the Spoilers will bring it on down the floor. Hansen will go to that far side. McLean being guarded tightly by Smeldon, gets around that defender. In and out, no good. Rebound falls down to Kennedy Olsen. She'll drive, turn around, give to Hattlestead. Hattlestead pushed from behind by Demers as Ensign got the pass from her and was going to drive. That's the first one on Demers. Team foul 4, according to the board. And there's 4 fouls also on the Burros. Hattlestead to be the one to inbound the ball. Finds Smeldon at the top of the key. Hattlestead getting hassled a little bit. Now Ensign with the ball. She'll call the play out and try to get things reset. 25 seconds on the shot clock, just under 5 to play. Ball almost stolen away. Smeldon gathers it up, drives in, pops it up. Off the side of the board, no good. Rebound falls down defensively to the Spoilers. Now the ball worked around by the Spoilers on the other side. That was Cole with the rebound. Driving in, kick back out to Mo, excuse me. 3-point shot from the far wing, you betcha. Hansen for 3. 37-2. 4:25 to play in the second. Aarons with the ball, maybe poked away there by Erickson. Ball is loose and finally gathered up. Ensign trying to drive, gets stopped. Ensign picked up her dribble. She's got 5 seconds to get rid of this ball. Finds Hattlestead, luckily. Trying to drive in with 6 seconds on that shot clock. Off the side of the board, no good. Rebound falls down to Hansen. Her first rebound of the evening as she passes up ahead to Mo for the points. Kennedy Olsen trying to back her defender off. Ensign gets the pass up and no good, but gets her own rebound. Tries again. This time the rebound will fall down to Bjornaby. Nice pass up ahead. It'll roll luckily in for Cole. And timeout going to be called on the floor. 41-2. Spoilers lead the Burros on YourLiveEvent.com.
Cruise on over to Hillsboro Body Shop, where they work on anything automotive. Cars, pickups, semis, and more. The guys combine for over 25 years of experience with professional, top quality, and timely automotive service. It's Ben and Tyrell at the Hillsboro Body Shop. Call 701-636-4981. Cars, pickups, semis, and more. If it moves and needs work, bring it over to the Hillsboro Body Shop. Call Ben Alba and Tyrell Lee, 701-636-4981. The Hillsboro Body Shop.
The Grafton Spoilers are leading the Burros 41-2 on YourLiveEvent.com. I'm Leif Bakken, by my side, Keith Meyer, as he's doing a great job running our camera, and joining in, he's got basketball knowledge far beyond mine, so he's able to do some explaining and you know, help us all understand a little bit better. So appreciate Keith being here and everything he's doing, as this shot long by Benson is missed, and the rebound comes down to the Spoilers. McLean going to get the pass up ahead. Off the board, no good. Rebound comes down to Limke, who checked in during that timeout. She'll bring the ball up quickly. Hand off to Benson. Turnaround free throw shot. That's a good-looking shot, and they finally score and break the drought. Benson with the field goal, and it's 41-4 now. To that far corner, and now, they were looking for somebody on this wing. Cole was, and it goes out of bounds into the student section of Hillsboro Central Valley, so the Burros will get to bring the ball down the floor.
That's a great shot for Benson. When she can get that dribble going to the right and take that pull-up jump shot going to the right, she'll make it more often than not.
Doven-Mueller gets trapped at that free throw line. A little bit of a scuffle here in front of the camera as the steal comes up for the Spoilers, driving in a little bit messy there. Nice job by Mo coming up with the rebound and putting it back up. 43-4, Sorry. Picks up her dribble, gets to Benson. Limke with the pick, and now kind of just hand off back and forth up top. Drive to that far block. Off the side of the board, no good. Rebound falls down to Limke, but her toes were on the line. So we'll turn around and go the other way. And this, Keith, is what they call in hockey a line change. As the Burros switch out, looks like Maddie Olson, Haddelsted's out there, Smeldon back on the floor. And we're also going to see, looks like Tessa Johnson along with Sadie Gallagher. Spoilers work to this near side corner. Left-handed shot. I missed that part from Bjerneby. She'll take another three-point shot. Another offensive rebound. Will she take another three-point left-handed shot? No, she's going to drive this time. Kicks out to baseline shot now. Off the inside of the rim, no good. Rebound put back up by Mo. Won't fall. So now I need to keep track. Let's see. That was 1, 2, 3, 4 offensive rebounds.
Yep, that's that position we were talking about early on. Burros just aren't getting, the block out like they need to. They're letting Grafton go wherever they want. And they know how to get those rebounds, and especially when you're that tall, you've got to get between them and the basket.
First one is made by Mo as we see substitute come in. That is Narlock stepping back onto the floor for the Spoilers. One more shot coming up here for Mo. Around the rim, no good. Rebound falls defensively to the Burros. Trying to drive ahead, and Olsen gets this one knocked away with 1:28 to play in the first half. Fours across the board. Double fours for the Spoilers. As Haddelstad will try to inbound from that corner. That's one of the hardest spots to inbound, but they do it all right. Far side wing, Smeldon. Johnson now with it at the top of the key, trying to get a play set up. Smeldon almost had that pass knocked away from her, but she gathers it. Nice streak and cut there by Johnson, but Smeldon kicks out to Olsen on that far side. She'll try to drop down. Olsen's at the top. 7 seconds on the shot clock. It's taken away here by Bjerneby. Bjerneby with the steal and the points. Driving that one all the way, under a minute to play now, 46-4. Smeldon gets stopped, changes hands, goes up, maybe blocked. Don't know if she's going for the shot, no call as the ball falls down to Mo. Excuse me. As the ball's worked around here by the Spoilers. We're at the top of the key. Thought about the shot. 30 seconds. Shot clock is in play with 17 on it. Back out to the half-court line is McLean. She'll go down to Mo, and now three-point shot over the top. No good. Rebound falls down to, that is Trinity Parsons, who stepped on earlier. And there's a good shot for McLean just outside of the block. Running out of time here. Burros would like to get one more score. Here's Gallagher driving, puts it up, and a little bit high. This one gathered in by Parsons. She had a couple of rebounds there. I'm marking that in the wrong color. And when we come to a close here in our first half, it is 4 for the Burros, 46 for the Spoilers of Grafton. And when we come back, we'll talk a little bit about our two teams and some of the halftime statistics. I'll even let you in on that little secret, Keith. We'll let all of our viewers in on where Demers is going to go to college, and she's already committed as a junior. This is YourLiveEvent.com. The Spoilers lead the Burros 48-4. Don't go anywhere.
It's really cool to see the beginning and end product.
So it's very satisfying to build something that you know people are really going to appreciate.
We make products that last decades. Being able to stand behind our products and having something that is so known for that is awesome.
The Hillsboro Vets Club. It's where Boro sports fans meet after every game. The Hillsboro Vets Club is cheering for the Burros and also very appreciative of the community support of all of their fundraisers, their events, and just stopping in to enjoy the social and great atmosphere at the Hillsboro Vets Club. Good luck, Burros, from all your friends and veterans from the Hillsboro Vets Club. It's where Burros sports fans and us broadcasters meet after every game.
We built Irie Insurance with one philosophy: hire great people and provide great service and options. We want to help protect your home, farm, crops, personal, and your businesses. Hello, this is Shane with Irie Insurance, and since day one, we have followed this golden rule to help protect you. That's why we have so many locations like West Fargo, Devils Lake, Hope, Hillsboro, Mackville, and Towner. To find out more about Irie Insurance, go to IrieInsurance.com. Irie Insurance is an equal opportunity employer and provider.
Farming today doesn't always feel the same way it used to. Then again, some of it feels all the same. Maybe it isn't so much the jobs that changed, but how they get done. Now that's a different story. Efficiencies are critical, which is why you need a lender who will find the right loan structure for a strong financial future. You need a lender to look out for your whole farm operation. Ag Country. Experts in every field.
Welcome back, everybody. I'm Leif Bakken on YourLiveEvent.com. Keith Meyer by my side. He'll join us in the conversation here as we start our Farmers Union Insurance halftime show for auto, farm, home, and business. Visit with Ryan Opdahl at Farmers Union Insurance in Hillsboro. It's the Farmers Union Insurance halftime show as we sit here with 4 points for the Hillsboro Central Valley Burros, 48 for the Grafton Spoilers. The Spoilers are defending state champions. They're also ranked number 3 this week in the Class B girls basketball poll. They did receive one first-place vote, and we can talk about those later on as our game rolls along. Let's talk about some of these statistics first here in our Farmers Union Insurance halftime show. Starting off with the Burros because that's the easiest right now. 4 points up on the board. They started things off. They started the scoring, actually, with Kennedy Olsen getting fouled on a shot, and so she made both of her free throws. Then we saw it come later in the second quarter. Benson made a nice little turnaround shot off of a pick and turned around right at the right underneath the free throw line and made it happen. It was a nice little shot, looked real good. When we look here, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12 rebounds in that first half for the Burros. We're going to talk about rebounds for the Spoilers in a bit because that's the big key, which Keith will let us in on that secret here in a bit. 1 assist in that first half for Limke and 1 steal, according to what I had, from Smeldon, who is doing a good job coming in off the bench for the Burros. When we turn over and look at the Grafton Spoilers, actually, I misquoted. There were 13 rebounds. Dovin Mueller also had one on my other sheet that's over here. When we look at the Spoilers, though, we see 48 points up on the board. Your leader right now in scoring is the very tall, talented junior, Walker Demers, 6'3" center. She has a field goal, a three-pointer, and 4 free throws. So what's that up to? That's 9 points. Right behind her is Ainsley McLean, also a junior, with 4. Also looking at Cassie Erickson, the 6'2" senior, with 4 field goals. Those are 8 points each, I should say. Leading in rebounds so far is Kiara Cole. She has 5 rebounds so far out of a total 2, 4, 10, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 20 rebounds for the Spoilers as we talk with cameraman, color guy, and former basketball coach Keith Meyer. And you mentioned it a few times, Keith, but the big thing for the Burros is that they've got to put a body on somebody after a shot has been put up.
Yeah, and it seems like that's one of the last things that inexperienced players learn is that, you grow up in elementary school and you're a ball chaser. Everybody chases the ball. There's a herd of 10 people that kind of follows the ball around the court. And now you're asked to play a game where there's two people around the ball and the rest have jobs to do, and that is get some position. Fundamentals like shifting towards the ball so they don't get that easy cut across the lane for a basket. Boxing out on rebounds, and golly, they don't, it's not like they have to get extremely physical. Just get between that girl and the basket and hold your position. If you don't do that, I mean, those big girls from Grafton will, they'll play catch on the backboard until somebody gets the ball to go in.
Right.
You mentioned there was 4 offensive rebounds in a row that one time. Individually, I'm just in awe of Demers from the Spoilers. The skills she has, she can bring the ball up the court. She cuts from the weak side of the basket and puts up little left-hand hook shots. She can post up, go either way, but she can go to the left and shoot a right-hand hook shot. She can go to the left and shoot a left-hand layup. She can knock down the 3. She can knock down the mid-range jumper. She can bring the ball up the court. Oh, I mean, that's somebody who's spent tons of time in the driveway, in the gym, using that basketball and taking what her coaches tell her and putting them to good use. On the flip side, I was a little surprised with Bakken for the Burros. She's doing some of the right things on offense. She's dribbling to the basket and things like that. The one thing she's not doing that hopefully comes with time is she needs to finish strong. She gets to the hoop, but then kind of sees all those arms, and instead of going up strong and shooting a good strong shot, she kind of stands on 2 feet and tries to tippy-toe it in, and that doesn't work. But that'll come with time. The thing that she is doing right is she's driving at the basket. And as long as you got somebody who's trying to do those things, you can work with them.
Yeah, I have to agree. You've got a couple of players. I think that the Burros are aggressive, and they like to stay aggressive. They just need to find somebody. If you have a double team, that means somebody else is open. Kick it back out, and we know that they can make wing shots. We heard Coach Lout talk about at the beginning of the game that they don't want to shoot threes, but they can shoot threes, and they don't want all their points to come from that. But hey, take an opportunity and draw that defense out.
Yep.
This is your Farmers Union Insurance halftime show for Auto, Farm, Home, and Business. Visit with Ryan Opdahl at Farmers Union Insurance in Hillsboro. We'll talk a little bit more as we go into the third quarter in just a bit on YourLiveEvent.com.
Goose River Heating and Cooling Hillsboro, serving the Hillsboro and surrounding communities, ready to provide you with service work to existing and new customers. Whether Corey and the crew installed your heating and cooling system or not, they're ready to assist you with your service concerns. And if it's time to update your heating and cooling systems, whether it's your home, farm shop, a cabin, or office building, give Corey and the crew at Goose River Heating and Cooling a call. 701-430-1990. That's Goose River Heating and Cooling, Hillsboro, serving the Hillsboro area and surrounding communities.
When you need seed for your farm, contact Rocky Nedham. Nedham Seeds in Caledonia, 701-430-1149. Wheat varieties include LCS Trigger, LCS Rebel, AgriPro, SY Velda. Nedham Seeds also has barley seed and Seedex sugar beet seed, plus Pioneer corn, soybean, sunflower, and alfalfa seed. Wheat, barley, corn, soybean, sunflower, alfalfa, and sugar beet seed. Nedham Seeds, Caledonia, 701-430-1149.
Welcome back, everybody. I'm Leaf Bakken. Here on YourLiveEvent.com. Keith Meyer by my side. And when we were just talking a bit ago, we were talking during the break, you were talking about Smeldon, who I think, like you said, aggressive player. She's doing a good job. And she's a freshman, so she's got time to grow and learn and all those things.
I'm still caught in the dark ages. Her mom is a Bakken, so that stuck in my head. And that was one of those times the synapses didn't meet.
Spoilers start off with the ball here in the second half as Demers does a nice turnaround shot to start the scoring here for the Spoilers. That's Hansen with an assist. As the Burros now have something to do as Ahrens gets this one poked away. Hansen comes up with the steal. She'll drive, turn around in the bottom of the lane. No good. Demers with the rebound, trying to hook shot. She's 6'3". She can grab that ball from everybody, and she does so. And
I like that shot from underneath, that over the head, from behind the backboard. That's, man, you don't see many girls doing that.
Smart player, good player. She's a junior for the Spoiler team. As Erickson comes up with a steal, Spoilers take the ball away, and a 50-4 lead for them. McLean going down to Demers. She gets double teamed. Kick out to Erickson at the elbow. Rebound is offensive. Now trying to go after it. Jump ball will be called as Kennedy Olsen got her hand on the ball. And that's the kind of thing you got to do, Keith, is be aggressive and just get your hand on the ball just like that. If it causes a jump ball, that's fine. Position will come to you eventually. Demers gets the ball from Hansen. This one, she tried to dribble down, but she was triple teamed, and it goes off of one of the Burros and out of bounds, so they get to keep the ball on this near side of the lane. 6:54 to play.
Demers is human. She she brought the ball down where those little girls could get at it instead of just keeping the ball up, turning and shooting.
30-second timeout called by the Spoilers. We'll be back right after this.
On the lot now at Norman County Implement is the all-new 4710 Massey Ferguson tractor with 100 horsepower, 3 remotes, cab air heat, and has a loader with an 84-inch bucket. All this tractor with all accessories, $72,000. Talk to Chuck O'Neill and get the best deal at Norman County Implement. Call 218-784-2961 or stop by their lot on Highway 9 North Ada. Norman County Implement thanks you for your business.
6:54 to play in the third quarter with a 50-4 lead for the Grafton Spoilers over the Hillsboro Central Valley Burros. The Spoilers defending champions, as there's lots of long passes from the Spoilers. Nice three-point shot. No, official turns and says long two-pointer there for Erickson. Now the scoring leader, I believe. 52-4, 6:35 to play. Here's a shot put up by the Burros, missed and brought down by Demers. She's been rebounding this second half, brings the ball up herself, the center does. Long three-point shot from McLean, nothing but net. Great job there for the junior Ainsley McLean. 55-4, 6:10 to play. Long hook shot made by Ahrens, rebound by Bjernaby, up ahead to Erickson. So Erickson gets some more points. We're going to give Bjernaby the assist there from half court. Ball trying to be brought in by the Hillsboro Central Valley Burros, but the Spoilers take it away. That was Hansen with another steal as they work the ball around. Demers. We didn't get a chance to talk about this as you mentioned, Keith, she's human, makes a mistake overpassing one of her teammates as we see the Burros change things up and bring in a new 5. Sorry, Hattlestead, Dovenmuller, Ensign, and Gallagher back in there. I want to talk briefly about, we'll talk about Demers here in a second. As Sorry weaves through traffic, the little 8th grader does, partially blocked. Maybe she just lost control. This one taken by Bjernaby, up ahead to Erickson. Off the mark, no good. Rebound will be offensive, back to Erickson. 3-point wing shot from that far side off the rim. Rebound comes down to Demers. Battle for it now, and we're going to stop things and call a jump ball on the floor. Demers being aggressive. (57-4), 5:14 to play in the third. Sorry, driving against the very tall Erickson. Passes over to Dovenmuller, loses her dribble after she fumbled that one a little bit. Ensign now on the wing. Gallagher cut through, was open briefly, but it's hard to pass in the trees, as we've talked about. Erickson trying to poke the cookie out of there. Dovenmuller, turnaround, pass to Ensign. Now this near wing, 8 seconds on the shot clock. Ensign double teamed at the bottom block, make it triple team. Now stolen away by McLean. McLean going to take this one up the floor herself, stop in the middle of the lane, and that'll bounce right on in. She's got 13 points on the night out of the 59, 4:30 to play in the third. Sorry, went to take a stop and wanted to pop that shot from just underneath the free throw line, but she picked up her foot, so we'll turn around on the turnover, 59-4. As the Spoilers bring the ball down the floor, the tall number 24, we've talked about her, Walker Demers. She's a junior, and she's committed to the University of South Dakota, is what I was told, Vermillion, the Coyotes. So good for her. Good player, as we've talked about, as this one's knocked away by Hattlestead, who's probably the best fit right now on the floor to take on Demers, standing at 5'8". There's a big difference between 6'3" and 5'8", which is kind of funny. High pass comes in to Bjornaby. Over to Moe, who stepped onto the floor just a second ago. Here's Cole, who also stepped on. Bjornaby down to Demers. Good job by Hattlestead. Playing some good defense. Offensive rebound. Hattlestead hits the floor. No call, but we'll have a call this time as Ensign was facing the tall Demers. First one will be off the mark from the off of the inside of the rim, I should say. That's her first miss. So she is 4 for 5 from the line, this junior is. Second shot on the way, will roll in, make it 5 for 6. Keith, the nice thing is, and you're a tall guy, you can reach halfway to the basket on those free throws, so that makes it fairly easy, right?
No, you got to have the touch.
This one stolen away by Demers. Goes up ahead to Moe. Hansen now driving against Ensign. Demers fakes the shot, drives in, off the glass. Sorry, up on top now for the Burros. 3:25 to play, 62-4 is the score. Ensign now. Spoilers sort of relax this defense a little bit, but got to still work on being putting on that pressure. Sorry, trying to drive. Doven Mueller stops her dribble on the wing. Ensign goes for the shot off the back of the rim and over the top. So it'll be out of bounds off the Burros, and we'll turn around and go the other way. 4 Burros coming on. Benson, Smeldon, Ahrens, and Maddie Olson. And now I believe we're seeing a few new Spoilers here, including Addison Fredrickson, the 6'1 sophomore. She's the only sophomore. No, I take that back. There's 3 sophomores on that Spoiler team. She wears the number 20. We're also seeing the return of Narlock as the Ahrens comes up with a steal. Now Bjornaby wanting to steal it back and will do so successfully. Now taken away here by Smeldon. Kennedy Olson to Ahrens, off the backboard, no good. Kennedy Olson goes up for the shot and gets pushed from behind. Nice offensive rebound for her as the student section comes alive, given their best effort to keep these Burros on the up and up. First one missed here by Olson.
You know, when you're getting beat this bad, to have your guys, you know, cheering and going crazy like that, letting you know that they've got your back, that really helps out and makes you feel good.
Second shot was made, as you saw, so it turns into a 62-5, and the ball knocked away by the Burros into the Spoiler bench. Trying to find somebody to inbound it, and it will be Cole. Cole finds Bjornaby, and Bjornaby calls the over or goes over.
And back.
And
yeah,
it was,
I didn't hear a whistle or anything like that, and I thought, what?
It took him a second to register.
Yeah.
It took me a second to register that. 2:20 to play in the third. Benson gets the ball knocked away from her on that pass. Smeldon trying to get into the traffic, and Moe takes it away. Her first steal on the night. That's going to be an interesting stat by the end of this game, is how many steals, as the ball was knocked away and turns into a foul for Kennedy Olson. Her first team foul, too. You got some fouls to give. Might as well try to be a little aggressive. You're sitting at a 62-5 deficit. Bjornaby catches this one just on the other side and brings it back. Olsen doing a good job guarding her. Far out on the wing is Fredrickson. Ball worked to this near side. Bjornaby on the miss. Rebound tipped back in by Smeldon, and then it's out of bounds, so it'll stay on this end of the floor, and that's going to be another really hard inbound. Oh, no, they're going to bring her up a little bit on the wing. This is Cole. Ball work to Bjornaby. Nice job by, you got to appreciate that by Cole. Working from the outside wing out of bounds, drives in, and pass in, and then finding that open baseline shot. Good job there. 64-5. Drive in here by Kennedy Olsen. Trips up a little bit, no foul. And rebounder ball falls down to Narlock. Ball worked around again. Bjornaby here. Looking for the ball, kind of losing control. Both teams have both just, I don't know. I'm going to call it sloppy dribbling, sloppy ball handling. That's the word we want. Both teams here in this third quarter. 1:04 to play, 64-5. Another over and back turnover on the Spoilers. Nice little elbow shot there for Aarons. Misses it. Cole comes up with the rebound. Ball drove down. There's Moe. There's another new player as I was not paying attention. Cole up to Narlock. Moe trying to streak down. Triple teamed. Kicks it out. Nice shot. Miss. Rebound falls to our mysterious new player who is Peyton Ziegelman. And she will get the putback points as well. 66-5, 30 seconds to play. Here's just underneath the free throw line. There's Aarons. She led the Burros in scoring the other night with 8, and she gets into the scorebook. 66-7 with 15 seconds to play, and the Spoilers with the ball. Top the key is Cole. Now the near side is Ziegelman. Down to Moe in the paint. Drive in by Ziegelman. That's a nice little floater shot. No good, but the rebound and the putback by Cole. Time will expire here in the third. It's 7 for the Hillsboro Central Valley Burros, 68 for the Grafton Spoilers, defending state champions. We go into the fourth quarter on YourLiveEvent.com.
Olsen Hardware in Hillsboro welcomes you to stop in. Find all of your hardware needs. If you're doing yard and garden work, Olsen Hardware has the lawn and garden tools, rakes, shovels, hose, and more, plus all of your lawn care needs too. If you're getting ready to do your outdoor projects this summer, stop by Olsen Hardware, pick up your paint, stains, and all of the accessories. And if you're in need of a mattress upgrade, be sure to stop in and check out the amazing Rest Mattress. Olsen Hardware can repair your major appliances too. They are your full-service hardware store, Olsen Hardware in Hillsboro. Stop in today.
You can trust Paul's Hometown Repair for professional service on your vehicles, cars, vans, pickups. Bring them in to Paul's Hometown Repair Hillsboro. Whether it's light work such as oil changes and tune-ups, or more serious matters including transmission work and engine overhauls, they'll get the work done for you at Paul's Hometown Repair. They'll get your vehicle back on its wheels, running like new. Call 436-4676 to schedule your vehicle for service at Paul's Hometown Repair Hillsboro.
68-7, the Spoilers lead the Burros as we go into quarter number 4 on YourLiveEvent.com. Kennedy Olsen poking the ball away. Ziegelman crashes into the scorer's table. And right after we come out, that did not make Coach Sieben very happy, so she wants to take a timeout. We'll take a timeout as well. 68-7 in the fourth. We've just started the fourth on YourLiveEvent.com.
This is Chris with RDK Enterprises. We have all heard of supply chain issues and the challenges they bring. As the demand for planting equipment increases, we are trying to be as proactive as possible. RDK has secured a supply of precision planting products and maintenance parts for your planter, hopefully minimizing some of these supply chain issues. If you are planning any upgrades, repairs, or maintenance, give us a call. RDK Enterprises, 636-2119 or planterdoc.com.
Reed Insurance, Terry Reed and Julie Larson, serving you with homeowners, farm, auto, multi-peril, crop hail. They're here to help you with the insurance you need. Located in the Wright Implement Building in Hillsboro, call Julie or Terry today at Reed Insurance, 701-636-5471. Visit with Terry Reed and Julie Larson for the insurance coverage you need. You can depend on Reed Insurance.
Coming back late out of our timeout. Apologies there as the Spoilers worked the ball around, and then the ball was grabbed by the Burros in that far corner for a jump ball. Possession arrow in favor of the Burros, who trail 68-7 on yourliveevent.com. I'm Leif Bakken, Keith Meyer on the camera and color as well, giving us some insight as Benson's trying to turn around and drive against her opponent, who is Mo. Ball put in by Kennedy Olson. Ahrens passes to Benson. Benson, long baseline shot, but it's blocked by Cole. And now Ziegelman has to deal with the aftermath and try to drive it out. Narlock. Now we go back to Cole. Baseline shot missed. Ziegelman, she's a smaller gal, gets the offensive rebound and rattle on home for Narlock to get her first score of the night. Assist by Ziegelman, who also had the rebound. Little handoff passing here. Ahrens with a hook shot up and no good. 4 Spoilers are there. It'll be Cole to come up with the rebound. Ziegelman was trying to drive, knocked away by Olsen. We're going to see Parsons step back on for the Spoilers. And we're going to see a whole new crew here for the Burros, including Limke, Hattlestead, Sari, Ensign, and Johnson. Ball almost lost. Cole gathers it up. Parsons has some space to work with. Drives in. No good. Rebound by Cole. No good. Rebound will fall to Sari, the smallest player on the floor. She's got 2 behind her. She goes up and she'll get the foul. So she'll be going to the free throw line here. The other day, Keith, I was talking to Coach Lout about Addison Sari, the 5'2" 8th grader, and she's really filled some big shoes. And, you know, as an 8th grader, you got to be a little bit nervous playing for the varsity team, but I think she's doing best she can, and she's getting some time as she misses the first one, unfortunately.
I think more and more we're seeing 8th graders, even 7th graders, playing varsity because the depth on the varsity teams just isn't there right now. The participation levels have dropped off in many places. As a matter of fact, somebody gave me information on Williston, which is a fairly large town in northwestern North Dakota. They don't even have a varsity girls basketball team this year.
Wow.
This is a Class A school, and they can't get enough kids out there to play varsity.
That's crazy as the Burros go for the shot and miss. Cole comes up with another rebound, and this is Parsons bringing the ball down the floor. That's really interesting. I'm glad you shared that, Keith, as Ziegelman does a shot underneath. No good. Limke comes up with the rebound. Limke, the senior, Tatum Limke, hasn't had a lot of time tonight, but she's been on a few of these shifts, as I'll call them. Ensign, here's a three-point shot for her off the front of the rim, no good. Rebound falls down to Fredrickson. Parsons now to Fredrickson on that far wing, being hassled there by Johnson. Ball will be worked around the perimeter. Here's Ziegelman. Parsons now trying to go into the paint. Nice job there. Fredrickson on the turnaround. No good. Rebound was going to be offensive, but Cole reached over the top, so a push will be called on her. Her first foul. And team foul 3. That is the one thing that's kind of interesting to me here, Keith, in the fourth is, hey, we've kept our fouls down pretty much in this second half, which is fine. It keeps the game moving along, and no reason necessarily to foul unless you really want to get aggressive. Sorry, handoff to Ensign. Oh, off the mark, can't get it to fall. As this is Summer Moberg who stepped onto the floor. She wears the number 4 on that far side. Now Narlock in and out, no good. Rebound falls down to Hattlestead. Sorry works it down. Now to Johnson. Blocked by Moberg. And now it'll be out of bounds off of Moberg as she tried to go recover it. And doesn't quite work out. 70-7 is the score. 3:30 to play. It is a running clock at this point. Maddie Olson stepping out and inbounding the ball. Finds Ahrens on the far side. Parsons doing a good job defending her. Just can't get the ball to fall down in the right spot for the Burros. Rebound falls down to Narlock, who will bring the ball up the floor. Ooh, almost took one too many steps as we come to this near side to Moberg. Parsons now at the top, and now Ziegelman will take over. Off to that far side. Key with Narlock. Moberg was going to cut. Here's Smeldon with the steal. Parsons the only one there. She does have an outlet to go back to. Chooses not to. Here's the offensive rebound for Ahrens. No good. Rebound is bouncing around. Kennedy Olson comes up with it. Now we'll kick things out to Benson. Benson stuck with it. She's got a few seconds left to get rid of it. Ahrens trying to drive against Parsons. Turn around. No good, but gets fouled.
There again, it was a bounce pass that made that pass into the middle to make that shot possible. Just very simple little pass. But the fact that she bounced it keeps the defender's hands away from slapping the ball loose.
First shot by Ahrens is missed. This is her first time to the line tonight. Here's the second shot on the way. That one will fall in. And now 8 points on the board for the Hillsboro Central Valley Burros. 2:20 to play. Ziegelman getting pressured by Olson, and Kennedy Olson will foul. And not a necessary foul, but I kind of like her being aggressive, and that's something you work on, Keith. And I talked to Coach about that the other night as well. I was never an aggressive player, so it's kind of fun for me to see some of these younger players be aggressive and try for that.
That's how you learn. You got to try things and see what works.
Ziegelman gets pressured again. Here's Narlock. Nice pass as Smeldon overcorrect. And now miss. Offensive rebound to Fredrickson. Ziegelman on the shot. Rebound will now be offensive to Moberg. As I was saying that, Moberg stepped out of bounds with the ball. 1:35 to play. Clock running with a 70-8 score in favor of the Spoilers from Grafton. Benson looking, and she'll take the three-point shot. Ooh, off the mark, and unfortunate there. As Parsons will be the one to inbound it. That's Coach Sieben calling out the play and using all of the coach's box to explain what she wants as we approach a minute to go. Smeldon pokes this one away, comes up with it, drives off the board just too hard, and the rebound falls down to Ziegelman. This one up ahead to Parsons now. Up and in for Fredrickson. 72-8, 48 to play. Olson trying to find someone, finds Benson over on that far side. She drives to the baseline, takes that shot. Offensive rebound for Ahrens, no call. Official says straight up and down as Fredrickson comes up with the rebound. This one goes off the Spoilers and out of bounds as we've gone back and forth here in the last minute and a half. 20 seconds to play, 72-8. Olson hoping they can get one more here. Smeldon finds an open spot. Here's a three right underneath the free throw line. Rebound falls down to Moberg. Ziegelman across the way to Narlock. She'll drive it. That's Parsons who drives in and puts up the points. And that is how we close this one out. 8 for the Hillsboro Central Valley Burros, 74 for the Grafton Spoilers here from Hillsboro, North Dakota in Region 2 basketball. Well, we're going to talk a little bit about what's coming up for these two teams, hopefully get a couple of players up here as well, and we'll have some coaches' comments, hopefully from Coach Haley Lout, and talk about what's coming up as they go on the road briefly, and then we're back. Actually, we'll be at Central Valley next week, so we'll talk about that more in just a bit. Final score of 8-74 in favor of the Spoilers, the defending champions of North Dakota in this Class B ball. More coming up in just a bit on yourliveevent.com.
Dr. Craig Rothfuss Dental Practice in Hillsboro is accepting new patients. They offer patients of all ages a full range of dental services, including Clear Correct, which is an option for invisible braces, and a $99 whitening program. Dr. Rothfuss accepts multiple insurance plans, including United Concordia that was affiliated with Blue Cross Blue Shield and all Delta dental insurances. Bring your smile to Dr. Craig Rothfuss Dental Practice in Hillsboro, and the friendly staff will help make it sparkle. Call 701-636-4244 today.
Sorum Oil Company, Highway 81 in Hillsboro. For when you need repair work done on your vehicle, need an oil change, need new tires, or need tire repair, visit Sorum Oil Company in Hillsboro. They fill LP tanks, bulk delivery of your home heating or farm fuels, and carry batteries. Call your locally owned full-service gas station, Sorum Oil Company in Hillsboro, 701-636-5356. Brad, Jody, and Blake Sorum, thank you for your business, and they look forward to continuing to serve you at Sorum Oil Company.
New Golden Harvest Gold Series soybeans are here. In the Hillsboro area, contact Tim Cassette, 701-430-0877. These new Golden Harvest Gold Series soybeans feature exclusive genetics and high-demand trait platforms like Enlist E3 soybeans and XtendFlex soybeans. Golden Harvest Seeds. Talk with your area representative, Tim Cassette, 701-430-0877 for Golden Harvest Seed.
North Dakota state law requires students attending school to be up to date on immunizations that protect them from life-threatening diseases such as measles, chickenpox, mumps, or pertussis. Trail District Health Unit reminds parents to get your children all the recommended vaccinations for their health and the safety of our community. Contact Trail District Health Unit if you have any vaccination questions or if you would like to schedule an appointment. Call 701-636-4434 for Trail District Health Unit.
Let's get real. You're ready for a place that's big enough to grow and small enough to care. So get ready for the University of Minnesota Crookston. With more than 30 majors, minors, and certificates, you'll earn a University of Minnesota degree in a close-knit community where faculty become friends and friends feel like family. And to get a degree that can make a difference, you don't need a big city, just big dreams. The University of Minnesota Crookston. Real, hands-on, ready.
Valley General Store is ready for your business. Valley General Store is open Monday through Saturday from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. at the intersection of Highway 200 and Highway 75. They can meet many of your needs with hardware, plumbing, electrical, tools, groceries, meat, fresh produce, frozen foods, baked goods, paper products, pet supplies, and other household goods. Check out Valley General Store's Facebook page for the weekly grocery sales flyer. Now open from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. Monday through Saturday. It's Valley General Store in Halstead.
Welcome back, everybody. I'm Leif Bakken here on YourLiveEvent.com. Glad to have brought you some play-by-play action for today's game, and we'll talk a little more about what's to come for these two teams, and taking a look at our Tim Cassette seed sales scoreboard. For any of your seed needs, call Tim Cassette, 701-430-0877. Again, Tim Cassette seed sales, Golden Harvest seed. Scoreboard shows us 74-8. Well, let's talk a little bit about how the game went between our two teams tonight. Hillsboro Central Valley falling to the defending champions, Grafton Spoilers. And in the first quarter, well, the Burros struck first. We saw them hit 2 free throws, and so they made that 2. And then it was a struggle the rest of the quarter. 2-27 was the end of that one. After a half of play, it was 4-46. Then it was 7-68 and 8-74. So let's see how that all went down, starting off with the Hillsboro Central Valley Burros, as your lead scorers were Matea Ahrens and Kennedy Olson, each with 3. We saw Stella Benson come up with 2 points, and so that adds up to our 8. From the free throw line, we saw 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 4. So the Burros were 50%, 4 for 8 there. They had 12 rebounds in the first half, 6 in the second half for a total of 18. There was 1 assist and 6 steals. Your leader in steals, that 1 assist was Limke. And in the steals category, it was Smeldon who led the way with 4. When we turn things over and look at the I forgot to tally up, but your leader in rebounds was also Kennedy Olson, who had 5 on the night, 3 in that first half, 2 in the second. As we look at the spoilers from Grafton, leader in points was none other than the junior Walker Demers, who had 14 on the night. She had 1 3, 3 2s, and she was 5 for 6 on the from the free throw line. Excuse me. They were. Let's see. Is that a total of 10? And so they were 6 for 10 on the free throw line. 18 rebounds total in the first half. 23 in the second half for a total of 41. And your leader in rebounding tonight was the junior Kiara Cole, standing at 6'1". She pulled down 10 of them this evening. There were 7 assists on the evening as well, leading between Bjorneby and Hansen with 2 apiece. 16 steals, with Bjorneby having 4 along with Demers with 4, and then 3 blocks. Let's see, 1 for Moberg, 1 for Demers, and 1 for Cole. That's how that went, and so that is how it all goes. As that's kind of your game-ending stats. We'll take a quick break. We'll have a brief word with Coach Haley Lout. We'll also get our coach's corner comments from her as well, and then we'll award and talk a little bit of our Enbridge Energy Player of the Game, our Halstead Telephone Post-Game Connection, and our RDK Enterprises Precision Player of the Game. It was 74 for the Spoilers, 8 for the Burros from Hillsboro Central Valley on our Tim Gazette seed sales scoreboard. Call Tim Gazette 701-430-0877. We'll be back with Coach Haley Lout in just a bit.
Here's another reason why you should contact Mike, Darren, and Tim at Wright Implement Hillsboro. Let them know I said call Wright Implement.
For shop and field service, farm equipment sales, repair on all equipment, in the field, on the farm, and in the shop with Wright Implement in Hillsboro. 701-636-5692. Check out Wright Implement for farm equipment, repair and service of equipment and all trucks on Caledonia Avenue in Hillsboro. Wright Implement, 701-636-5692.
Heating and Cooling Hillsboro, serving the Hillsboro and surrounding communities, ready to provide you with service work to existing and new customers. Whether Corey and the crew installed your heating and cooling system or not, they're ready to assist you with your service concerns. And if it's time to update your heating and cooling systems, whether it's your home, farm shop, a cabin, or office building, give Corey and the crew at Goose River Heating and Cooling a call. 701-430-1990. That's Goose River Heating and Cooling, Hillsboro, serving the Hillsboro area and surrounding communities.
Everyone here at the Hillsboro and Central Valley School Districts would like to take this time to remind parents to teach their children how to be responsible and stay drug-free. By late elementary, many children know of a classmate who smokes, drinks, or uses drugs. It is never too early to talk to your child about substance abuse. Schools teach kids to say no to drugs, but it's what the parents do that counts the most. This has been Stella Benson with a message from the Hillsboro and Central Valley School Districts.
Hey everybody, Leaf Bakken here with Coach Haley Lout of the Hillsboro Central Valley Burros. And Coach Lout, we knew this was going to be a tough one coming into it. You guys took it with stride. I mean, a tough team to come into your house and play ball.
Yeah, we came out slow, and that was kind of what we feared that we couldn't do. So we kind of had to fight back, and they're tall, and so we struggled with that. We needed a little more outside shots, and unfortunately, they weren't falling for us tonight. So.
Yeah, it seemed like that happened the other night as well when the game started against DVE. It seemed like you guys are getting the shots put up, but they're just not falling into the rim. Maybe it's just too hard off the backboard, maybe not the right backboard placement. So shooting, I imagine, will be a next step in practice as well.
Yes, of course. Yep. Right now, we talked about that too. It's just even those layups, we've got to work on those layups. Just we didn't know what's going on with some of them. If it's just too hard, or what they're doing, or they're just getting nervous at the end and kind of going. We talked about to the girls sometimes when they see kind of a hand coming at them, it's almost like they want to just shoot it like a rocket up there, and then it's hitting off the backboard. So we've got to get them used to seeing that hand in their face and being able to get up that shot faster and be able to get a good arch on it too. So lots of shooting in practice.
One of the other things that we talked about before, and I'm sure will be something to work on, is the rebounding side of things. When you've got opponents who are taller than you, it's so important to get a body on them. At one point, we saw 4 offensive rebounds for the Spoilers, which doesn't happen very often. That just means that you got to get them out of the way. Otherwise, those tall girls just get to bounce it off the glass all they want.
Yes, of course. Yep. We've got to keep working on boxing out. We talked to the girls. We can't just expect the ball to come to us even if we think we're in the right position because, like you said, the girls, they're tall. So they're able to just reach for those balls. So we've got to be able to kind of get big under there and make it known and get our position and get that ball and be strong with it.
We talked about it the other night, and Kennedy Olson with 3 points tonight, had a couple of steals and a couple of fouls, but you got to appreciate her aggressiveness, especially as a freshman. You didn't have anything to lose. There was fouls to give. You're down. Why not try to steal that ball, especially at that half-court mark?
Yeah, we told her, we're like, go for it, be aggressive. I really like how she moves her feet. She's very defensively, she's very, what do I want to say? She knows her position, and she's very mature at it, especially for a freshman. So it's really cool to see her excel at that position, and she knows what she's doing. So, we have fun watching her do it.
Let's switch over to Coach's Corner comments as we take a review of the week and what's to come here. Let's start off against the Drayton Valley Edinburgh game. Home opener, low score, but hey, it's a win, and it was. I'm sure it was fun to see the girls play and kind of get things rolling, and after a couple losses, get going.
It was nice to get that win and kind of go off that from today. So they know they can do it. They see that we've kind of got to work on that offensive end and get those shots up and score. They get good looks and they've got good shots, but now we've got to finish them. So we've got to work on finishing on contact and be able to crash the boards and put it back up. So that's a big thing too, is rebounding and putting up that second shot if we need to. So just being aggressive on the boards, and then defensive wise tonight, that was a big thing, in sprinting. So we talked about it in the locker room. We said that's a good team, and at the end we showed a little bit of light, and we've got to take that. If we would have played like with that all game, the score may have been a little different. If we just got to work hard, and we've got to do the little things right, and so bring those little things into the next game. And so we're just working day by day, and we're going to see them grow. They're an awesome team to work with, and they're willing to put the all on the court. And so I'm excited to see them grow throughout the season.
Awesome. Yeah, we're talking with Coach Haley Lout as she's the head coach for Hillsboro Central Valley Burros. And so you have that win against Drayton Valley Edinburgh, 30-15. Tough Grafton team comes to town and beats you 74-8. As we talked about in our comments here, for both games, rebounding being really important. And then you just mentioned it about sprinting, being quick. I like that you put that as a priority. I think a lot of coaches forget about, I'll call it agility for lack of a better word, but being able to get going. You gotta be able to take the ball and control it and be quick.
Yep. Yeah, that was a big thing too. I know some people had questions too, like, well, have you ever thought about slowing it down? And a big thing is that they're young, and I want them to keep pushing it because eventually it will just become kind of that second nature to them. And once it becomes natural to them, hoping that the younger girls coming up, they're able to help them kind of get into that transition. And so then it's just that fast pace again. And we talked about the majority of the time you're in transition defense. So we work a lot on that too, getting back and being able to stop that middle, stopping the ball. So we protect the ball first, and then we're protecting the lane. So we work a lot on transition defense and then transition offense. So yeah, it's a big key in our philosophy. So.
Talk a little bit about the team makeup itself. We've talked about this a little bit, but you've got a couple of leaders, a couple of seniors, but you're working with a younger team, which isn't a bad thing. You get the opportunity to shape them into what you need them to be, and not that the seniors and juniors don't change, but you've got the opportunity to form this team as they grow up.
Yeah, it's been great. And the seniors and juniors have been just so awesome, and we talk about how they are the start of this program, and they're going to be the ones that we remember, that we look back at. They were the ones that started this program, and hopefully we can look back at this program turning into something really great. And so, yeah, they've been good about helping those younger girls, and the younger girls just stepping up. They're helping each other, talking to each other, getting each other going, motivating. Practice, we talk about energy. That's a huge thing in practice. Coach and I were very energetic. We kind of told them, we're like, okay, we're going to pull back today. Now you guys try it. And so they went through a drill, and they kind of got less points than they usually do. And we're like, do we have enough energy? And they're like, no, let's try again. And then they brought the energy, and I was like, do you see the difference? And they're like, yeah. So they really like that energy. And even on the bench, you see the girls jumping up off the bench or whatever. But they love it, and you can tell our energy is different when we get that bench in it, and they're ready to go off the bench, and they're bringing it into the game. So energy is huge, and the young girls are bringing it, so it's great.
Hopefully from week to week we can highlight different players as we go along, but I think this week I want to talk about the junior Matea Ahrens, and I also want to talk about your freshman Kennedy Olson, who really were stars on the game against DVE, and also did very well leading your scoring against Grafton as well. So talk a little bit about Ahrens first, who, if I recall, she didn't start Tuesday, but she got to start for the Grafton game. Was that choice because she did so well and she was showing that she wanted to start and be that leader?
Yeah, like I said, she kind of started the season off a little slower than we expected. So we kind of brought her back and kind of took her off of that starting spot, and then she proved herself back onto it, and we didn't regret it tonight. She showed herself, and she works really hard in practice, and she's a girl, you tell her to do something, and she's like, yep, she's going to work hard for you. So she's one that we're going to see grow throughout the season, and I'm excited for her. She's got a great attitude, and she's a great teammate. And she's always willing to put the team first before herself. So that's been awesome to see. And so just seeing her find herself again and be able to play aggressive was great to see.
Talk about the freshman Kennedy Olson, who, again, we talked about her aggressiveness this week. She brings the ball down the floor with confidence as well. So, again, one of these players that I think the other night you mentioned that you've been coaching her for quite some time, and so she's kind of got your system figured out and is ready to be a leader under you.
Yes, yep. So, yeah, she's been great. She's always been kind of that more mature kind of personality since 7th grade. But so she takes that role on very good, and she's kind of perfectionist. So so if she doesn't have it right, she'll keep doing it until she can get it right. So that's really cool to see. And sometimes we've got to tell her to take it kind of easy on herself because she's a little harder. But she's a great leader to the girls. She gets them going. She's a great teammate. That's what we want as a point guard. We just got to get her a little louder out there. She's a little quieter. But that will come too as she gets a little older. So I'm excited to see that as she becomes a little more experienced in that position.
Let's talk about the games coming up here, as you'll be on the road and then you'll be home again. Well, somewhat home, as you are on the road to Hatton Northwood. Any expectations there, or what are your thoughts leading up to that game?
Yeah, right now we just kind of got to focus on the things we kind of struggled with this week. And the big thing was sprinting back, we noticed, and then our offense. We kind of switched to a more kind of motion offense to get it going, and we liked it today, but now we've got to get shots to fall. So we want to get those shots falling and get those girls able to finish those shots. So that's going to be a big focus for those games. If we can get those, I think those can be very competitive games for us, and just getting those girls to get on the court, get that energy right away at the start of the game and not towards the end of the game.
Gotcha. And then next week you'll be at the Central Valley High School at their facility taking on Cavalier, who on paper, at least from what I've seen, I haven't done a lot of research yet either, but looks like a tough team. And if I remember right, not on this week's poll, but that I can see. But again, got to treat each team as tough anyway.
Yep. We got to just go out and expect a tough team every time. We can't expect an easy win. We can't expect a loss at all. We've just got to go and we've got to fight our hardest each time. So that's the biggest thing we talked about going like tonight. We couldn't go into that game thinking we were going to lose because they won state last year. We can't go into games thinking we're going to win. We've just got to think about what we've got to do our best and succeed. So that's the big thing, is that we've got to focus on those little things that we're kind of struggling with right now, and we're going to bring it into those games and do our best and work hard.
Now, I'm new to the area, and this will be my last question for you. So do you guys get any opportunities to practice up there at the Central Valley High School, or is it kind of, or does it feel kind of weird like you're both guests in that gym, because it's not in the heck, it's at a different facility, and of course the Central Valley kids get that opportunity to have it at their high school.
Yep. We kind of switch off and on, to kind of depending on where we play. So usually if we're going to play in Central Valley, we'll practice in Central Valley before. So that's really nice. And so if we're playing in Hillsboro, we'll practice in Hillsboro. So that's been nice. It kind of depends too on like where the boys are at and where the other teams are. So that's been the great part about the co-op too, is that we have all this gym space. So it's been awesome for our athletes. We can get them all to really great facilities because both gyms are just beautiful. So that's been awesome.
Coach Haley Lout of the Hillsboro Central Valley Burros, as they split the week, beating Drayton Valley Edinburgh and then falling to Grafton High School. But they've got an away and a home game coming up. So best of luck to you, Coach.
Thank you.
For all your flooring needs, look no further than Carlson Customs Incorporated. From tile, Cortex, and laminate flooring, waterproof floors, shower tiles, and carpet, you are sure to find what you need to update or create the perfect feel in your home or business. Locally owned and operated, Carlson Customs Incorporated. Call Todd at 218-531-0176.
You finally found the perfect car in Racing Blue. You even got them to throw in the LED fog lights for free. Auto Owners insures your car because some people never learn to parallel park. That's simple human sense.
River's Edge Insurance Agency, Halstead, 218-456-2172.
Keep going. More.
Winter is a planning season for farmers, a time when your mind is on your fields. But the shorter days doesn't mean there's less work to be done. At Sis van der Haaf, we know that lower temps won't cool your passion for production. We're continually striving to develop sugar beet varieties that thrive despite the pressures from disease and the challenges of nature. Because sharing the pride of success starts with sharing the passion to achieve it. Sis van der Haaf, a passion that grows.
And welcome back, everybody. I'm Leif Bach, and thanks so much to Coach Haley Lout of the Hillsboro Central Valley Burros for joining us and sharing her insight and talking about her players as we wrap things up here. The gym emptying. I feel like closing time should be playing, and I should be getting kicked out soon, but well, they're going to let me talk until I'm blue in the face, just like the burro on the floor. Keith Meyer, our cameraman and color guy tonight, joining us, and before we talk more with Keith in just a second, I want to get to our Enbridge Energy Player of the Game. Enbridge Energy, they just wrapped up replacing Line 3, and they want everybody to be safe, and that's been their top priority. It's been great, and you can learn more about that by visiting enbridge.com/line3.us.
So Enbridge Energy Player of the Game. I have to give my Enbridge Energy Player of the Game award to Kennedy Olson. She brought the energy. She had 3 of the 8 points tonight. She got aggressive there at the end, Keith, and, I appreciate that. You heard me talking with Coach about that. We talked about it in the game. I like a young player who's going to be aggressive. She's going to try it out, and this was the game to do it, too. If you're going to try to be aggressive, why not? You have nothing to lose. Enbridge Energy Player Kennedy Olson. Any thoughts there?
Yeah, like you said, there's nothing to lose. I mean, you're playing against a D1 player. You're playing against a couple gals that'll probably play in the DAC League if they want to.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a chance to go up against the best and learn what you can and can't get away with against the best. Now, hopefully she will assimilate that and, get it locked away in her head and put that knowledge to good use of what you can do and what you can't. So, and that goes for all the boroughs. It's hard to do in 3 months what should be happening year-round.
Sure.
They just don't have that basketball sense, that innate thing in their head that tells them, what the situation is, and things that are instinctual. They haven't committed them to instinct yet. So just keep playing, and for most of these girls, there's off seasons coming up, and that's when you really develop the skills and where you really start developing instincts. So they just got to keep working at it.
As we move on and talk a little bit about our Halstead Telephone post-game connection. Discover local reliability you can trust. Halstead Telephone. It's how to connect. HalsteadTel.com. And I'm going to have to go with my post-game connection. That has to be Walker Demers. She made the connection with the basket all night. She could turn around and do it. She could do a hook shot from underneath the basket and make it. She started things going from the free throw line. Again, she was 5 for 6 on the evening. She nailed 1 3-pointer, and she had 3 regular old 2-point field goals. I think she was being guarded heavily enough that she didn't get the ball as much. She was also benched for much of that time as well, and we got to see some other players like Kiara Cole, who did a nice job. But, I have to go with Walker Demers, 14 points on the night, and then that's got to be your Halstead Telephone post-game connection, connecting the ball to the glass and turning it into points. As we also move on here to our RDK Enterprises Precision Player of the Game. Are you thinking about upgrading your planter? Visit RDK Enterprises at their locations in Hillsboro and Drayton, North Dakota, to learn about available rebates and financing RDK Enterprises, or go to planterdoc.com. Precision Player of the Game. As I glance again, looking around, I think I've got to give my Precision Player to Bjornaby. That's Claire Bjornaby, the 5'5 senior. She's the guard for the Spoilers, and Keith, she had 4 steals. She had a couple of assists. She just seemed to have good sense on what was going on for her team. Pass the ball down low, weave around on the outside. I mean, she didn't have a lot of points necessarily, but that's not what the guard's job is. The guard's job is to find the people who score the points.
Absolutely. She had 2 good people to learn from last year in the Sieben twins. Now the pressure's on her, where she has to be that steadying influence on the court, and like you said, find the right people in the right situations to get him the ball. I noticed that the Spoiler bigs did a great job of stepping out to the short corner. What I mean by that is they're in the corner, but they're only maybe 3-4 feet outside the lane, which opens up the middle for the guard to drive. So she's got options. She can take that short little jump shot. She can go in for the layup, or she can kick out to those bigs who can hit that 10-foot shot. So, and that's all on her shoulders when she drives. She's got to make the right decision for them to be, that top-notch team again.
Your RDK Precision Player of the Game, coming from the Grafton Spoilers, that is Claire Bjornaby. and good job by her. We're going to take one more quick break. We'll break things down one more time, and then we'll wrap things up from Hillsboro, North Dakota. So be right back as our wrapping up in our post-game show. Tim Cadet Seed Sales 74-8. Spoilers beat the Burros. Be right back.
Dakota Heritage Bank offers the Grow With Us program. It's a young savers club with various incentives, newsletters, a higher savings rate, bonuses, and more. Contact Dakota Heritage Bank to learn more about the Grow With Us program. Dakota Heritage Bank has 10 locations across North Dakota and northwestern Minnesota. Dakota Heritage Bank offers mobile banking, online banking, and bill pay. Visit us online, dhbanknd.com. Dakota Heritage Bank, Equal Housing Lender, member FDIC.
Keep your body and your wallet healthy during this cold and flu season with savings at your locally owned Health Mart Drugstore Hillsboro Drug and Gift. Get rid of that annoying cough with Delsum 12-hour cough relief, just $9.99. Health Mart Adult Tussin Mucus and Chest Congestion, $4.49. If migraines knock you down, get the 24-count Excedrin Migraine Pain Reliever for $3.99. Remember, flu shots are available at Hillsboro Drug and Gift, and they accept Hillsboro Christmas cash too. Your locally owned Health Mart Pharmacy, Hillsboro Drug and Gift, Health Mart, caring for you and about you.
And wrapping things up here on our post-game show, I'm Leif Bakken with Keith Meyer on YourLiveEvent.com, powered by Halstead Telephone Company and R&J Broadcasting Incorporated. Well, low-scoring side for the Hillsboro Central Valley Burros, but a high-scoring side for a very good Grafton Spoiler team. In the first quarter, it was 2-27. The Burros did strike first with some free throws. After 2 quarters of play, it was 4-46. 7-68 after 3 quarters, and 8-74 in the total game. Again, you had Walker Demers for the Spoilers, who's going to be she's already committed to what I was told was the University of South Dakota, so that's in Vermilion, and she's a junior. She's already committed to them. And they've got also some other players in Erickson, in a couple of these others that are planning, I believe, to go play college ball, as we mentioned, for the from the Spoilers, heading somewhere. Not sure on that. And the Burros, a young team that first-year Coach Loud is working with and trying her best. As during that brief break, Keith, you shared a little bit of information with me, which is quite interesting. In the history of the program, this may be the lowest scoring game for Hillsboro Central Valley.
Yeah, I could stand to be corrected on that, but I think 8 points is the least number of points that, at least in the Hillsboro and the Hillsboro Central Valley Co-op history. I don't know the history of Central Valley going back that well, but I think that sets a record for Hillsboro. Not the kind of record you want to set, and it wasn't for lack of trying. I mean, they were putting up their shots, and against a team that talented, that's going to happen where you just can't get the ball in the basket. And so it's a dubious record. You don't want it, but
right.
A little bit of history tonight.
And briefly wanted to run through this week's Class B girls basketball poll. Central Cass remaining in the number 1 slot. They had 10 first-place votes. Kindred with 4 in the second-place slot, and a total of 137 points. Grafton got 1 vote. They moved from 4 to 3 this week. Lytton HMB in the 4 spot. Four Winds Minnewacan, who beat Grafton earlier. I'm sure there will be some shifting around for next week's poll. Not sure how Four Winds Minnewacan did the rest of the week. Thompson, then Langdon Edmore Munich, Shiloh Christian, Kenmare, and then Rugby. That's the top 10 for the things in the Class B girls basketball poll. Any of those that kind of ring your bell a little bit, Keith, or you think is a favorite? I know Central Cass by a lot of coaches has been favored.
Well, we claim half the Central Cass team. There's a bunch of Cottons that I don't know if their last name is Cotton, but their grandparents live in Hillsboro here, and their dad grew up and went to school here, but they moved on to Castleton, so at least half the starting lineup for Central Cass has Hillsboro roots, so we'll claim them, but they have fantastic talent. They got size, speed, jumping ability. They've got the whole package. So I would keep them up there at the top. I certainly would not drop Grafton very far. Maybe 1 spot, maybe 2. when you go up to Four Winds, Minnewacan, it's a tough place to play. The atmosphere that they have there, that's almost, you're almost starting 10-0 behind when you're starting the game up there because of the atmosphere, and it's a tough place to win, really tough place to win. So I wouldn't knock Grafton at all for going in there and absorbing a defeat.
Well, there you have it. Keith Meyer sharing some of his insight with Hillsboro Central Valley history along with his knowledge on the game. We appreciate your help and your insight, so thank you very much for helping me and look forward to working with you more. Again, it went 2-27 after 1 here for the Burros trailing the Spoilers the entire time, 4-46, 7-68, and a final score of 8-74 on our Tim Cassette seed sales scoreboard. Call Tim Cassette for your seed sale needs, 701-430-0877. Thanks to all our sponsors for all our features, all the commercials you saw during the game, and, of course, thanks to Halstead Telephone Company and R&J Broadcasting Incorporated for making yourliveevent.com possible. And any of those folks you see, please say thank you for making these games possible. And if you aren't doing any business with them, at least say we appreciate you providing some funds to help out yourliveevent.com. Well, that's going to do it here from Hillsboro, North Dakota. They're on the road next week, but then we're going to be from Central Valley next week as they take on Cavalier. So you'll get that one on yourliveevent.com with me. Otherwise, thanks again to Keith Meyer, along with everybody back at the studios that have made this possible. And that's going to be all for me, Leif Bakken, on yourliveevent.com. Thanks so much for joining us, and until next time, we'll see you down the road.